Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp. I am back with another Valentine's Day card. This is a case of my own case. I made a card like this a couple of weeks ago, the same layout, but of course different stamp set and different holiday. It was a Christmas thank you. This is a Valentine's Day card. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, the first thing you're going to need is a piece of Flirty Flamingo, and this measures 5 1/4 by 8, and we are going to score that at 4. So I'll bring in my Simply Scored, and I'm going to score that at 4. The next piece we're going to need is a piece of Blushing Bride, and that is a 5 1/2 by 6 1/4. And on the 6 1/4 inch side, I'm going to score that at 2. Now I hope I did that right now that I said that, and I did not. Yes, I did. It goes like this. Yes, I did. Okay, good. All right. So we are going to fold and burnish both of the score lines. Okay. This one I'm going to set aside. The Flirty Flamingo piece, we're going to put it on our grid paper, or a sheet of paper, and we're going to put it so that the fold is on the left-hand side. Usually the fold would be on the right-hand side. We're going to turn it around, and we're going to stamp on what usually would be the back of the card. I'm going to take my, oh, I'm sorry, it's not Flirty Flamingo, it's Sweet Sugar Plum. I'm sorry about that, and Blushing Bride. Sweet Sugar Plum. So this is Sweet Sugar Plum, not Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to use the stamp set, Bloomin' Love. This is a couple of years old, but this is in our main catalog. And I am going to use this stamp right here. Okay. And I am going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat and a piece of scratch paper, because I am going to be stamping all over this and going to be stamping off of the edges. My Sweet Sugar Plum here. And I'm just going to stamp randomly around the back or the front of this paper. You don't have to worry about the middle so much because we are going to be covering that up. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. Get this out of the way. All right. So the next thing, let me get the rest of the layers for you here. So this layer is about 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and that is just to cut out this heart right here. So that doesn't have to be exact. The Whisper White pieces are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. You need 2 of those. Blushing Bride 3 by 3 1/2. You need 2 of those. And then Sweet Sugar Plum 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. You need 1 of those. So I'm going to take the large piece and one of the pieces of Blushing Bride, and those can be attached together. Needing an even border on all 4 sides. And then one of the pieces of Whisper White, we're going to take the stamp that says, excuse me, it's this stamp set right here, and it has a heart in it, and it says, and then it has 3 dots, and it says, in the air, or it's in the air. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. So we're going to take that one, put that on a block. I'm going to mask off the heart because we do not need that, because we're going to have the big heart at the top. So I'm just going to make sure that I mask that off. Okay, get that on there nice and firm. I'm going to take the Flirty, nope, I keep saying that, the Sweet Sugar Plum again. And I'm just going to ink up the bottom, but if some gets on that little heart there, that's okay, because I have the piece of paper there. And then don't forget to take off your mask, and that's going to go right at the bottom. Let me get my Stampin' Pierce mat just in case. I'm not sure if I wipe that off or not, so I'm just going to give that a little. And that's going to go right at the bottom. All right, good. Get this out of the way for the moment. Looks like I have some ink on my hand that I want to get off before I get it on my paper. All right, so I'll set that one aside. This one, we're going to put right on the piercing mat again. Trying to get that straight. And on the inside, I don't remember, we're going to use this Be Mine, and we will take this off of here. Let's see if we can get that straight. All right, and that's going to be inked up in the black, the Memento. Just inked up my Memento, so it's going to be very black, I think. So that goes right more up towards the top. All right, and then we're going to take the sprig of flowers here. And I'm going to ink that up also. Oops. I'm going to ink that up in the Blushing Bride. Okay, I'm going to ink it up in the Blushing Bride, but then I'm going to take my Flirty Flamingo marker here, and I'm just going to ink right over these little hearts or flowers, and also the big flower in the middle. And it won't hurt it getting your Flirty Flamingo over your Blushing Bride, because one, it's darker, and all you have to do is take your marker on your grid paper or piece of scratch paper and just write on it over, and it will take the ink right off. All right, and I'm going to huff on this. That just re-moistens the ink. And that's going to go right down here. Just like that. All right. Take that off. And that's going to go on our other piece of Blushing Bride. Just like that. And that can go right in the middle of this piece of Sweet Sugar Plum. And remember, the fold wants to go on the left-hand side. So you're going to center it on both sides the same amount, and up, and it's not going to be centered, but you want the same amount on this side and these two sides. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Then we can take this, and it can go right in the middle of the piece of Blushing Bride. So you're going to keep this folded, and then you're going to put that right in the middle, even border on all four sides, so that the fold of the Blushing Bride is over on the left-hand side as usual. Okay? All right. Okay, so just like that. So now we're going to take the other piece of Sweet Sugar Plum. I'm going to take the heart from Sunshine Wishes, and I'm going to run that through the Big Shot. It's going to go right on here. I'm just going to run that through both ways. Comes right out. So I'll take my paper piercer. I'm just going to poke these all out here. You could also use your brush, your die brush. I have to get all of these out. I'll do that later. All right, so take this. I'm going to take some more of the Tombow, and in the bigger areas of the heart, I'm just going to put some glue here. Don't need a lot. This stuff works really good. All right. So this will go right on top. That's why we didn't need the other heart from the stamp set, or the stamp, because there's the heart. Love, it's in the air. All right. Now we'll take our fast fuse, and that's going to go right in the middle here. And then you're going to remember that you only want to put adhesive on this side of the, make sure I did it on the right side. Okay, so we're going to fold that up, and then this is just going to go right over the top of this. All right, just like that. Okay, now for the inside, we're going to need, I think that I used my other sheet on something else. So this measures on the inside here 3 3/4 by 5. All right, so I need to cut this one down just a hair. Because this measures 4 by 5 1/4. All right. And that is going to have the My Valentine in the middle of it. There. And I'm going to use the memento again. All right. Oh, let me get my piercing mat. That's going to go right there. There we go. All right. Now we will take our fast fuse. And that's going to go right in the middle of this. Again, leaving an even border on all 4 sides. So there it is. There's the one we just made, and here's the one from earlier. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below and I will be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at www.happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.